Hello guys, welcome to a little episode I'm doing just to basically appease my curiosity. I wanted to look back 5 years, Football Manager 2009, hours I've wasted playing this game, days, weeks I've wasted playing this game, a great game. I wanted to go back and look at how they rated players 5 years ago, and I wanted to see if players reached the potential Football Manager had them down for, and if players, completely failed, and have gotten worse. But these are the most valuable players. No, they're not. What is this? Let's have a look at the most valuable players. Lionel Messi, already at 21 years of age, considered to be one of the best players in the world, most valuable players in the world at the moment. Kaká's up there as well. Very good play. The move to Madrid just didn't work out for him. But let's look at some of the youngsters, some of the young stars that are on the scene at the moment. Falcao. He's a star player, one of the world's best strikers at the moment. 22 years of age, he was at River, and they really underestimated him. Still a great player for 22 years of age, but you would not think this boy would amount to becoming one of the world's best strikers. So Football Manager really missed him here. They missed how good he was. Eventually he moved to Porto, I think, and become a very, very good player. Then moved to Atletico Madrid, I believe. He might have gone straight to Atletico Madrid. I'm not too familiar. Let me know in the comments. And then he went to Monaco, of course. Great player. One of the world's best strikers. And in this game, he doesn't seem that great. I'll probably be able to pick him up with an average Premier League club. But let's keep going. Robin van Persie. Let's have a look at this boy. Last season he had an outstanding season. Struggling this season. Yet again, he still looks good. Not as good as he is now, but you'd expect him to improve a bit with age. Let's look at this boy. Luis Suarez. No, not him. He's not 73 years of age. Where is he? Luis Suarez. He played for Ajax, I believe. Yep, Ajax. Left winger. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. I think as soon as he snipped off his hair, he became a great player. But I'm wrong there, because he was a great player even at this stage. Scoring 17 goals for Ajax in his first season and 10 for FC Groningen, who really aren't that great of a team. So to score a lot of goals for them is good, especially at that young of age. He would have been a teenager. But that hair, wow. He's really improved since he's chopped it off. He looks quality. They got this one spot on, didn't they? And now he's becoming one of the world's best strikers. Lewandowski. Let's have a look at this boy. At Lech Poznan, I believe. Yeah, Lech Poznan. Wow, they got this boy spot on. He's at a low, not a low reputation club, but he's playing in a low league. And Football Manager spotted his ability. They spotted his potential. He's only worth 300k, but they really did spot how good he was. Let's have a look at his overview. I used to abuse this overview in the early days of Football Manager when I did not know much about the attributes. And he does look like a tasty player. You would want to pick him up in the game. Having a bigger look, Gareth Bale recently moved to Real Madrid for a hefty sum of money. And he looks like a defender here. He did start off as a left back. But Football Manager got that wrong. They've put his attributes as a good left back, but really he's an out and out attacking player now. Very good player. Yeah, Football Manager knew he'll be destined for great things. I remember him becoming a very good player in the future in the game. Got this spot on. Manuel Mata is another one I want to look at, because I remember in this game, this boy was the boy. This was the guy that everyone wanted to sign. He eventually became the best player in the game. And he has amounted to great things. He's struggling at Chelsea at the moment. He's not in good terms with Mourinho. I don't know why. Mourinho doesn't really like the Spanish, I think. But Mata, wow, they spotted his ability. I don't know how Football Manager can find out about these players, but they got Mata spot on. These attributes spot on. They're in the right places. Very good player. Another one I want to look at, Thiago Silva. One of the world's best centre-backs at the moment. 23 years of age, still in Brazil. The Brazilians love to stay in Brazil for a bit longer, and it does them well. It really does. And this shows you, look how quality he is. Football Manager spotted this whilst he was still in Brazil, and they got it spot on, because he did become one of the best centre-backs in the world, and his attributes show that he's a quality centre-back. Great mental attributes. But does this mean that the likes of Dede, who are rated similar to this in the current game, are going to amount to the same things Thiago Silva has? I think we underestimate how good Football Manager's scouting system is. I don't know how they rate the players, because they are very accurate. If we look at Vincent Kompany now, this is one I looked at earlier and it was a bit off. They've got him down as a sort of central midfielder. He's got very good technical attributes, 16 technique, flair 16, he looks very creative. And he's a solid defender. He used to play in that midfield role, but he is now just an out-and-out defender. He's an absolute tank, very good player. But he's got weird attributes on this one, very interesting. And I want to show you now the 16-year-old Neymar. Wow, look how far he's came from the age of 16. Of course, he's going to improve rapidly at 16 years of age, but it shows Football Manager, you know, he's one of the best players for 16 years of age, and it shows Football Manager know they can spot these 16-year-olds out early. But Neymar has been hyped for a long time, very good player. Another thing I want to show you guys is Barcelona's youth system. If you look at the under-19s, so many of these players are broken into the first team. Marc Bartra now, considered one of the best centre-backs in Spain. He's breaking into Barcelona's first team. Marvin Montoya, quality player. Munaiza, you know, look at him. They're all so young, and it's impressive how many players come through Barcelona's youth system. It's very, very good youth system. Thiago here, 10 passing. I think that's gone up since then a lot. Looking at Barcelona B, this carries on. Pedro, now one of the best wingers in the world. 20 years of age, coming through the Barcelona ranks. So many quality players. Sergio Busquets, now one of the best players in his position. All coming through Barcelona's youth system. I mean, Barcelona don't even have to spend money, do they? They just have to hire their youth players, because they do so well. Impressive, very impressive. I want to have a quick look at Alexis Sanchez, is another one I want to have a look at. Where is he? If I can bloody find him. I knew he played in Italy, I can't remember who he played for. Maybe he's not even in the game at this point. Yeah, Udinese striker. He looks weird, very similar to how he is, not as technical as you think he'd be. Good player. I think Alexis Sanchez is one of the best players in the world at the moment. I think he needs to move on, because he's not getting the game time at Barcelona. He should, and I think he could become one of the best wingers in the world. Very good player. But let's have a quick look. If I go to my team, I can't remember how all this works. The interface is weird, really weird now. It's come a long way. But if we look at the best young players, if we go to age and put it at most 18, let's see if Football Manager put as the most valuable 18-year-olds. Bojan at Barcelona really hasn't come to much. Look at those attributes. I think they've gone down since then. Football Manager considered him to be better when he was 17 years of age than he is now. He really hasn't stepped up. Stefano Okaka, a lot of hype about him, many footballer game. Where's he gone? Aaron Ramsey, of course, only now starting to become a really good player, but Football Manager spotted it. Sydney, this guy, Brazilian legend. So many Brazilians just don't step up. There's so many young Brazilians. You either make it and become a legend or you don't. Stefan Jovetic, they spotted him early at Fiorentina. Very good. Balotelli, look at him. Very nice attributes. He's got a weird overview. He's not very good in the air, especially for his height, but he is in real life. He's very good in the air. Ignacio Camacho, I remember this boy, one of the best youngsters in the game. Jack Wilshere, they spotted him at 16 years of age. Very, very strong attributes. Mahamadou Sakho. So many weird players. Remember, you can pause on any of these if I'm going too quickly for Danny Welbeck as well. But it looks very good. Let me know if you want me to do a series on this game, or go through any more players. Leave it in the comments. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.